Hey, what is going on, guys? Sports 15 here, and today we have the off season for the Toronto Blue Jays franchise here in MLB 13, the show. So you can see it right there, as I did post in the last video. In this Blue Jays franchise, we have the we lost in the World Series. My bad. We lost in the World Series in 5 games to the Washington Nationals. Let me do this all again. Hey, what is going on, guys? Sports 15 here, and today we have the off-season mode for the Toronto Blue Jays franchise in MLB 13, the show. So we lost in the last episode in Game 5 of the World Series, so it kind of sucked. We won 1 game in the World Series, so hopefully we can make it back there for next season. So we're gonna do this off-season mode. We got a bit of a budget increase, so here we go. Off-season is about to begin. You'll have 5 days to negotiate contracts with any players who do not have contracts for the 2014 season. After this time, those players eligible for free agency will be free to negotiate with any organization. You also have 5 days to tender qualifying offers. 1 year for $8.2 million, and I know what they are for. View retired players. This guy is a pretty big duster, and this guy. Those are 2 guys that retired from our team. Mariano Rivera also retired. Jason Giambi. Who else? Ramon Santiago, Jamie Carroll, Hideki Okajima, Raul Ibanez, J.C. Romero, LaTroy Hawkins, who else? Andy Pettit, Todd Helton, and Darren Oliver, who we traded away right at the beginning of the season. Some other free agents, Bobby Abreu retired, and I'm not going to go through them all. So those are the retired players. We'll go through, see if we need to hire a coach. We need to hire a manager and a farm director. So we'll get that done right off the bat. So who's a good manager here? Kirk Gibson. He was pretty good this year. Ron Gardenhire. I want to get Gardenhire. So we'll offer you like $4 million like that. I love Gardenhire. There's also Bo Porter, the what's it called, the Houston Astros. That's their coach. Farm director, we'll just get somebody who's good. Eric Wedge, will offer you that, and we'll go into managed contracts. So Neftali Feliz, that should be able to get you. We'll offer you like $2.5 million for arbitration. First, before we do this, I want to show you guys who improved and stuff. So our staff is like so. We're probably gonna release or not re-sign Jason Vargas, and then use Shelby Miller in our rotation this year. It'll save a little bit of money, and yeah. So that's this is our bullpen. Stutz is up to an 82. I might look to trade away one of these righties because I want to have a 3 lefty thing in the bullpen with Bastardo, Smiley, and Brett Cecil. That'd be really nice to have 3 lefties in the bullpen. And then Aaron Seavey went down to a B potential for some reason. He didn't really struggle during the season, but Josh Tolley is up to a 74, and as well as Aaron Seavey is up to an 84. Encarnacion went down to a 94, and then this is the guy that I drafted last year, Philip Hatfield. He's a 73 overall. A potential top 50 prospect, so he could be the first baseman of the future. I actually might look to trade away Encarnacion just because he's making so much money, but without him, our roster would be very, very slim. So we're probably going to keep him around. Zobrist is still there, and Odog didn't even retire this year, so he might be in the bigs next year, but he's really dying down. His fielding is still a 90, so could always use that. Brett Laurie went up to an 84, and Arenado went up to a 76, so that could be something like controversy there maybe. Jose Reyes still at a 95. I believe he was at that before. Left field, Melky Cabrera could be somebody we might want to move because we have so many outfield prospects that we could use. We got Castellanos, we have Myers and Puig who could play that left field position, and then one of them can DH. But I would definitely want to have Myers up in the bigs this year. Puig played last year, so We might play Puig in left and Myers at DH or something. We'll check all that stuff out. Maybe move in Melky Cabrera at the end of the episode, but still have Bautista 99 overall. Definitely not moving him. And Austin Jackson's up to an 88, and Davis is at an 82. That's just because he's playing center field and he has an awesome speed. So yeah, that's pretty much our lineup for now. Anybody else that we drafted last year, I'll check. No, I think we just got that one big Philip Hatfield. Let's check out pitching prospects. We got Jameson Taillon, who's a 77 overall now, and Shelby Miller's up to an 80, so he's going to be on our roster next year. And then we pretty much have Daniel Norris down here. He's up to a 64. And then we have this Roberto Osuna, who's a 53. So that's pretty much our roster right there. We'll go back into manage roster. Josh Johnson, definitely want to get you back. You probably want like 7 mil. There we go. We'll I don't think we need to tender it. So Austin Jackson, he'll probably want a little bit more than that. Whoa, that's a pretty good deal for Austin Jackson. That's 5 years. Yeah, those are some pretty good deals. So if we extend Neftali for 3, yeah, that's good. Zobrist for 5. How old is he? No, I definitely don't want him for 5. I would rather like 2 years. 2 years would be good for me. Yeah, that looks like it'll do good. Bastardo, that looks. How much was that? 1.5. If we get you for 1.5, that looks good. And then for this, we'll offer you that's for arbitration. Casey Jansen, if we can get you for 1.5, and we'll have all 3 of our big relievers re-signed. So that looks good. And we're definitely not qualifying that because that's like 8 mil. So Smiley, we can always renew you. If we can get you for 4 years for like that much, that'd be good because he's a really good pitcher. Aaron Sebia, definitely want to get you back. Let's go 2.5 would be good. He's probably going to want to like 3 mil. So yeah, 3 mil right there. Brett Laurie, if we can get Laurie for like a 5-year deal, he's our franchise player. I'd say so. A 5-year deal for like 2.5, I'd do that. We'll see about that. We'll up that to 3 mil. Let's up Brett Laurie to 3 mil. 3 mil for 5 years. There we go. We'll definitely do that. If he doesn't take that, we can always renew his contract. Aaron C, we got to offer you arbitration for. I'll give you 1.5 in arbitration. There we go. Eduardo Sanchez. Actually, I want to look into my relievers, and I might want to not re-sign one of them. Like, Eduardo Sanchez might be the odd man out because I like Bastardo, I like Jansen, I like Santos, I like Smiley, and I like Stutz, and I also like Cecil, which I want to get in there. So I think we're going to leave Eduardo Sanchez for the free agency. Jason Vargas, we're not re-signing you. Stutz, we can re-sign you. How much do you want? That looks good. We can also offer you arbitration for $500K. Rajai Davis, yeah, I should be able to get him for that. 4 years. How old is he? 33. Let's bump that down to 3 years. Yeah, it looks good to me. Puig, if we can get you for a long-term deal for like 1 mil. Yeah, there we go. That looks good to me. Will Myers, same thing. 7 years for 1 mil. If we can get that, that'd be phenomenal. That looks like it might go through, but Myers, for some reason, doesn't have anything like renewable or arbitration. Shelby Miller, we can always renew your contract, but if we can get you for 2 years for like that much, there, we got you for 2 years. That should be good. Castellanos for 2 years. That looks good. We can always renew that. Brett Cecil, he's going to be up in the bigs this year, most likely. Depending on how he does, we might send him down. So that looks like a good deal because we can always re-sign them. And the rest of these guys, I'll go through right now. I'm going to sign like the big top 50 prospects, but the rest of them, it's going to get quite boring, so I'm just going to skip to the good parts. So 6 years, that's good for Taillon. Arenado, if we can get you for like 7 years for like that much, there we go. Any more top 50s? No. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to re-sign like pretty much most of these guys. Definitely, if they're old, probably not going to re-sign them. I'll do a recap after, so I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so we have them all signed up, so we're going to simulate the first 2 days, I guess. So we'll go through these, and we'll see who resigns. So Todd Redmond, who's actually pitching for the Jays tomorrow, I believe, he is going like that. Brad Lincoln accepted. Brett Laurie accepted. That's a big one. J.A. Happ. Drew Hutchison, Chad Jenkins, Evan Crawford, Anthony Ghost, Moises Sierra. Those guys all re-signed. Kyle Drabeck, Jeffries, Loop, Schwimmer, McCoy, Germano, Chad Beck, Joel Carreño, Sean Nolan, all re-signed. Ben Zobrist, we got you back. Josh Johnson, that's a big one. He's going to be our ace this year. Casey Jansen, Rajai Davis, Story. So we still got quite a few guys out here. Don't know why I didn't offer you one. But pretty much only the big ones left are Stutz, Puig, Myers, Castellanos, Smiley, and Arcibia, which all these guys can go to arbitration or renewable contracts. So I'm not too worried about that. So we'll just leave it like this because we can always go. Actually, we got to up Aaron Sebia because he could go to free agency. So we're going to offer Aaron Sebia 3.5. That looks good to me. And then Myers can also go to free agency. So we're going to up that to let's up that to 1.5. That seems pretty good to me. We'll simulate the next day. Aaron Sebia, we got you back in Myers. Those two are big ones because they could have gone to free agency and just left, and we wouldn't got anything back for them. So we're about to go to the actual free agency dates. I just want to make sure Al Orford would maximum roster size. I don't really care about Al Orford. So we still got like $20 million to work with. So Drew Smiley can always go to renewable. Sanchez, I might renew him at the end of the year, but I don't really want him that much. Jason Vargas, we're releasing you. Well, not releasing you, just not re-signing you. Stutz, we're going to hopefully re-sign you, but we can also always go to arbitration. Just want to make sure that nobody will just outright leave except for Vargas. So there we go. We're done with that. We'll go into this, see who is out here in free agency. There's no big pitchers, which kind of sucks because we have quite a bit of cap left. Relief pitchers, yeah, we don't really need any more relief pitchers. Jose Veras would be good. We don't really need another back of the end bullpen pitcher. So Carlos Ruiz is out here. Adam Lind we could re-sign. Chase Utley, yeah, but he's really old. Eric Chavez, who else is here? Nobody. Escobar we can bring back to Toronto as like a platoon player. Steven Drew we might be able to bring to Toronto. Mike Morse would be a nice power bat, maybe off the bench. Castellanos, you're re-signed with us. There's no really big free agents out here. We can get Carlos Beltran off the bench. That'd be a big one. But I think we're going to try and get Mike Morse. See how much he wants. Maximum roster size, we're going to have to release AD potential. We'll release like, how many should we release? Let's release 5. That's 3. I'm definitely not releasing Kawasaki. There's 4, and then there's 5. So we still got Kawasaki out here, 32 years old. Maybe it could be a September call-up for us this year, just because he's so awesome. So we'll go to left field. So it's either Morse, he's got that kind of stats, or Beltran, who's younger, 36. Yeah, Morse I think is the better option just because he can play first base, second base, third base, shortstop, center field, and right field and left field. So I think we're going to get Mike Morse. He looks like a very solid option. If we can get him for like $3 million, that'd be a good deal. Yeah, I think that's a good one right there. It is qualified, but who cares if we give up a draft pick if we get a nice bench player there. So we can simulate ahead a few days. See if we get him. I will simulate. Wait, what was that? I missed that. What was it? Was it that we signed him? No. Is he still out there? No, I think he signed with another team. So, yeah, I think they like matched it or something. So let's go for Carlos Beltran, just off the bench, as some extra power. So we can give him 3.6. That's not even going to be good enough. How much are these guys giving him? 20. Whoa. 21 for 2 years. That's how much is that? 21. That's like 10 mil a year. Holy, yeah, definitely not getting Carlos Beltran. I think we have enough pop off the bench. We might be able to get Carlos Gomez, maybe. I think if we just go with the guys that we have, but we need a platoon infield player. Well, not a platoon. What's it called? Somebody that can play around the infield. Escobar. Yeah, I think Escobar is the best option. Bringing him back to Toronto after what he did, and we released it. We traded him away. So if we give him 1 mil, we can get him for like 3 years. I think that's a good deal. 1 mil for 3 years. 1 mil a year for 3 years. Is there anybody else that we can pick up? Adam Lynn wouldn't be too bad. I kind of want to pick up Adam Lynn, bring him back to Toronto. He's having a good year in real life. So there we go. We'll offer you that. Jose Veras, don't really need you. So yeah, I think that's it. We'll simulate ahead till the end of this week, and if we need to, we can up these offers. So simulate to the end of this week, see what's going on. Adam Lynn accepted the Blue Jays. He's heading back to Toronto, so that's a good thing right there. We'll simulate these 2 days here. Escobar accepted the Blue Jays. There we go. So we'll head back here. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we gotta make sure that all of our guys are on the 40-man roster. So 40-man. Scroll down here, and we'll make sure that all our top 50s are on here. So Jameson Taillon, nope, don't need to. Arenado, we need to. Don't want him going anywhere. Okay, it's full. We can move Moisés Sierra off. AJ Jimenez. Leonis Martinez down to a B potential, which sucks. So we can remove you, I guess. Just make sure. Oh, he's eligible for Rule 5, but we already did it, so we can release you. So there's 4. So we got 4 spots. Will Myers. Oh, we gotta move you to the Rule 5 draft. There we go. Got you. So Arenado needs to be added. Who else? Philip Hatfield, probably not. Yeah, it's his first year. Anybody else down here with like a potential? Daniel Norris? Nope. And I think that's it. So we got the guys on there so we don't lose them, which would really suck if we did. So we signed the 2 guys that we really needed to sign. Hopefully our other guys re-sign as well. If they don't, we can just renew them at February 15th. So New York claimed Alex Burnett. Washington claimed Leonis Martin. Baltimore claimed AJ Jimenez. So we don't really need those guys. It doesn't really matter. They're just like some random dusters. So we can just simulate to the end of this week, and we'll see what's going on there. So I think after this date, I'm not sure what this date is, tendered. Yeah, I don't have anybody that needs to be tendered. So we can go like that. And then here is the Rule 5 draft on the 5th. So the Rule 5 draft is on the 5th. So we'll go to the draft. Zach Lee, Nick Franklin. These guys are some friggin' good players. I don't see how Zach Lee and Nick Franklin made it here. But we'll see who's in this. Michael Story, sorry. He's from our team. I guess we don't really need him. Jordan Swaggerty. That's a pretty funny name. But there's not really anybody in here that we need. We pretty much have our team filled out. Let's just go through it right here. While we're here, we can go through it. So our starting rotation is going to be Brandon Morrow, Josh Johnson, Harrison, Romero, and Miller. Our bullpen is going to be Bastardo, Jansen, Santos, Smiley, Stutes, and Cecil. And then our closer is going to be Neftali Fleas. Those are 2 catchers there, NCB and Toli. And then we got Lind and Encarnacion at first base. Zobrist can be our second baseman. Lowry can be our third baseman. Arenado is going to stay in the minors this year. And then we got Jose Reyes as short, and then Escobar as our utility infielder. Cabrera, I might be making a deal later in this episode. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, we don't need to use this pick. Skip this selection, and then we're done for this draft. We'll let it go through. So once this is done, let it go quicker. Go quicker. There we go. So we're done with the Rule 5 draft. I'm actually going to simulate all the way up till we are at the arbitration points. So I will be right back, guys. Alright, so we are at February 1st right now, so we're going to simulate past this one right here. I think it's just arbitration for Michael Stutes. So we have 1 arbitration date this season, so once we're past that, we can go renew other guys' contracts, and then I might go look for a trade. So because we have a lot of depth, and I want to get some more star power out here, so yeah, so arbitration side with Michael Stutes, but it's only 500K, so that's not that bad. We'll simulate past the 15th, and then we'll go renew these guys' deals. So Manage contracts. Go to Drew Smiley. You gotta renew yours. Got you. Yasiel Puig. Got you. Nick Castellanos. Got you. And Brett Cecil. Got you. And then Esmiel Rogers. We got you just for the minors, I guess. So we got Esmiel Rogers, all of them. And I'm actually going to. Well, did my coaches resign yet? Hopefully. Yeah, we got Gardenhire and Sullivan. So Gardenhire, new coach of Toronto. That's a good deal. So we're actually going to. I'm actually going to cut it here. We can. We're actually going to go. I'm actually going to look for a trade right now. So I'll be right back if I do find one. Alright guys, so I did find a deal here. I might want to add a shortstop in this. Everett Cabrera would be good. So this is the deal right here. So it's Nick Castellanos, Yunel Escobar, who actually just re-signed. Well, signed, I guess. If we can get it for anybody else, because I really want to keep him. If we can get it for, not Hatfield or Lind. If we can get it for Lind, nah, I kind of want to keep Lind. Taillon. Nope. Puig, Myers, Hernos. If we can, I don't want to give up Yunel. I guess we're gonna have to. So Escobar, and Castellanos. It's either Castellanos or Melky Cabrera, or we'd do it for none. That looks like a good deal. So it's Aaron Sebia and Escobar for Everett Cabrera, who is going to be our new platoon. Well, sorry, utility shortstop. He's like see potential. He's just really fast and pretty good at D. He's not that good at hitting, but we can use him on the defensive side of the ball. But the main part of this deal is we are getting the man Joe Mauer. So he doesn't have that good of power ratings, but he has very good contact ratings, clutch, discipline, and vision are up. Durability is like a 70 because he gets injured quite a bit, but he's very good on defense. Blocking and fielding are very good. So this is going to be a very big help to our team. Joe Mauer is going to help man the staff, and I think he's going to really help out this team. So yeah, we get Joe Mauer, the man himself. Mauer power. So we're getting Joe Mauer. Oh, he's my favorite player in the MLB. So I'm actually going to go see if we can get another deal in here, but that might be the last one. All right, so I found another deal here. This is a freaking huge deal here for us on this team. So the deal is Drew Smiley, Ricky Romero, and Nick Castellanos for David Price. I believe like this is a good trade for us in this game, but this is a very realistic deal. Like if this would have happened in real life, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened in real life. Like obviously the Jays don't have Castellanos or Smiley at this point, but this is a very realistic deal. The Tampa Bay Rays probably won't be able to re-sign him after this season because this is his final year in this deal. So they probably won't be able to re-sign him after this, and so they're probably going to want to dump him like the Tampa Bay Rays always do whenever somebody wants a lot of money on their team. So we're giving up Ricky Romero, which could fill that void. He has a pretty decent contract. That is something that they would want. And they're also getting Drew Smiley, another young arm. He can also start. So there's another pitching arm. And they're also getting a left field / third base prospect to play for them. And this is a very realistic deal. If you guys give me hate for this deal, I think this is a very realistic deal. This could really happen. This is something that the Tampa Bay Rays would do because they're getting young talent, but young talent that is ready to go now. And we're getting player that is young as well, but is ready to go now and like really ready to go now. So I think this is a very, very good deal for both teams. It's just can we get anything else out of it? That'd be good. We can get Michael Kadire, which wouldn't hurt. Joe Smith. I think we're gonna have to get Joe Smith just because they're taking away one of our arms from our bullpen. So I think we're gonna get Joe Smith back in this deal. So the deal is David Price and Joe Smith for Romero, Castellanos, and Smiley. So done deal. That is all good. And we're going to finish simulating this offseason. That is our last trade. So finish simulating these last 2 weeks, and we'll check out our preseason, see how that goes. So that's done. Offseason is completed. Trader accepted. Some free agents re-signing, and that's good. So we're gonna simulate quickly through the preseason, see how we do. Preseason doesn't usually mean that much. Actually, we'll end spring training actually, and then we're going to go in and we're gonna set our rosters completely. So David Price, Josh Johnson, Morrow, Harrison, and Miller are a rotation this season. At least for the start. If somebody starts struggling, won't hesitate to send them down because this is a big season. We're definitely going to be trying to make the playoffs, and if we don't, it's going to be a big failure. So Bastardo, Jansen, Santos, Smith, Stutz, and Cecil should all be in the majors with Neftali Feliz. Make sure that's the right amount. Oh yeah, Esmiel Rogers shouldn't be up here. That's the problem. Esmiel Rogers send you down to triple. And then we got Mauer and Tolle in the bigs for catching. Encarnacion and Lind, and then Hatfield is in triple A, and then we got Zobrist at second base, Lowry and Arenado's in the minors. Everett Cabrera, you got to be up, and Jose Reyes definitely up. Cabrera, you're up, and then we got rid of Castellanos. So I think Cabrera might be DH in this year. He's not that fast. He's not that good at fielding. So I think Cabrera's going to be DH in this year, and then Puig's going to be playing left, and then Myers. I want Myers to be in the bigs, but I don't want him to be in the bigs to not play. So we're going to call him up. Whoops, my bad. Didn't mean to do that. So we're going to call them both up, Myers and Puig, and they're both going to, I guess they're going to platoon one. They're both righties, I believe, yeah. They're both righties, so they're both going to play like DH left field, so it's going to be mixed up a little bit. So that is that lineup. Make sure we have the right amount. We have a little too many players, so we can send out Grady Sizemore, I guess. Grady Sizemore. Sizemore to the minors. That's so we still have one too many players, so it's Evis Cabrera's got to be up because he's our infield player. So it's either Puig, Davis, or Myers. I think Myers can go down in the minors. I think Myers is going to go down to the minors. So we're moving Myers down to the minors. It's not that big of a deal, guys. Don't worry about it. He'll be up in the near future. So Myers, you're going down the minors. So I'm going to set the first lineup right here. So we got Reyes and Jackson definitely leading top two. Then Mauer, he's very good at contact, so he's going to bat 3. Bautista, he's been batting 3 for the longest time for the Jays, and he's been moving 2 for some reason. But he's tailor-made to be a 4-hitter. He has lots of power, not too much contact, so he's going to bat 4. Encarnacion batting 5, I guess. Lind, you're not going to be playing. Puig, get in there and then switch like that. So next up is Melky Cabrera, then Lowry, then Zobrist, then Puig. I guess that looks good to me. Actually, let's move Milkman down a couple. So that is our lineup right there. I'm going to go do that for the other 3, so I'll be right back, guys. All right, so that didn't take too long. It only took like maybe 30 seconds to do them all because the lineups are pretty much as I like them, but I just had to change a couple things. So whenever we have no DH, which is not going to be that often because we are an AL team, we have Puig on the bench and then Cabrera in the left. So our bench is going to be very solid this year. We have 2 very fast guys in Davis and Cabrera. They both have 97 and 94 speed. And then Lind, who has a lot of power, so he can be a very good bench bat. And also Josh Tolle has some pretty good contacts. So and also Everett Cabrera and Rajay Davis can also handle that quite a bit. So our rotation is going to be David Price, Brandon Morrow, Josh Johnson, Matt Harrison, and Shelby Miller. And then in the bullpen is going to be Brett Cecil, long relief. Then Santos, you're not going to be there. It's going to be Casey Jansen. So our 9th inning guy is definitely going to be Neftali Feliz. 8th inning is going to be Bastardo. And then 7th inning is going to be Jansen. And then these are our middle relievers, Joe Smith, Sergio Santos, and Michael Stutz. And then Brett Cecil as the long relief. So we got 2 lefties in the bullpen. I wouldn't mind having 3, but I guess this is going to work for now. So we're going to go into the season in the next episode. This was quite a long video. Sorry about that. Let's just go check, make sure there isn't like a huge free agent out there. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I really like my team now that we have Joe Mauer, my favorite player in the MLB. We have him, and we also have David Price. So 2 huge pickups. We traded away depth for star power, which we really need some star power. So hopefully we'll have a very good season once again, make it back to the World Series. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.